play that block.
We're back. This is crazy. This actually feels really weird to be back here. I know a month is not like a long time, but it really feels like it's been like forever. So weird. I think I need some coffee just to get me like back in the zone. Let's go. Let's make some coffee. We're officially back. Amsterdam, it's been real. Thank you so much for having us. We had the greatest month, like one of the best months of our lives. And I guarantee you, we're gonna be back in... Dude, I need to shave. Hold on. So I know that us producers are always in a rush, like always looking for like a little bit of extra time. So I figured out this way to shave that takes like 1 second. It's crazy. Check it out. Nice, right? Pretty cool. Oh man, what a mess. First task of the day, I gotta get the studio back in shape. There's a lot of work to do. Little pro tip and also a reminder for myself, always mark these because I don't know what the hell this was for. This is the stand that I use for the push, by the way. You guys are always asking me what it is. This is just like an IKEA $5 like plastic laptop stand. It does the job, it works. Well, it's far from perfect, but we're making progress. It's almost 11 a.m. I think it's time for a warm-up beat. Ooh, this one's gonna be crazy. Not bad for a warm-up. All right, we need some drums. Hey! Woo! All right, I'm already here in the 808. Let's put it down. I actually decided to slow down the beat just a little bit, like 5 BPM, and it's so much harder right now. Fire. So remember in the last video when I said the Cymatics was releasing a new charity pack, Hearts 3, and we cooked up a melody for it in the video? The pack is out. There's only about 2 days left to get it. They already raised like 50 grand almost. And can you guys even hear me right now? There's like a huge truck just like sitting next to the house here. So it's just like really loud. Anyway, yeah, they raised about 50 grand already, and the list of producers on this pack is huge. There's a bunch of people from the internet world, I guess, like myself, Curtis King, like people like that. And there's a bunch of people from the industry as well. There's like Illmind on it. There's a lot of people. Let me give you a really quick preview of some of the samples that I put on there personally. Yeah, it's a dope pack with like a lot of big producers, big name, a lot of different samples, different genres. It's great. The link is in the description and it's all for a really good cause. Before the day is over, I have one really important thing to do, which is mixing, or at least getting a rough draft of the Sillow song that we recorded in the last vlog. Yeah, I definitely don't think I'm gonna get the final mix done, but at least I wanted to get like a little draft. Before we do that though, but first, there's this really cool spot that I've been wanting to record a time-lapse at, and I think today is the day. All right, so I'm out here waiting for the time-lapse is shooting right here, so I'm shooting this on my phone. I wanted to give you guys like a 1 minute little like thing to think about. I see a lot of comments and like a lot of DMs on like how to learn how to make beats, how to learn how to sell them, how to learn how to do a bunch of things. And I wanted to talk real quick about active learning versus passive learning. So both of these ways of learning something new, right now we're talking about music and beats, but this can apply to anything. They're both fine. But my personal favorite one is active learning. So passive learning is when you buy a book, is when you buy a course, is when you sit through a bunch of information that just gets kind of like thrown at you, and you have to retain as much of that as possible while you're reading that book, while you're watching that course. Now, for me personally, that doesn't work as well. I'm not saying in general, it's just a personal thing, because by the end of it, I had all this information just like thrown at me, and I retained very little. It's just too much, and there's no practical application. On the other hand, I am a huge fan of active learning. Active learning is when you like want to make a new beat, right? You don't know how to make beats. What do? Instead of reading a book, you just open up your DAW and you start making a beat. As you're doing it, you're going to learn a bunch of things. You're going to get stuck. As soon as you get stuck, you go and look up just that one specific piece of information that you need to get unstuck. Now you learn that one and you applied it right away because you actually needed it, like to move forward. And that piece of information you're never going to forget. And if you keep learning like that, not only it's a little bit faster, but also like the things that you learn, you're really learning them, because as you learn them, you also apply them. And then you just keep going with your stuff. And then you get stuck again because, you know, you don't know where a certain thing is. You look that up, you find it, and you remember it. Now, this method, active learning, really works for me, and it's what I apply to everything, like learning how to edit video, learning how to make beats, learning how to sell them, learning anything in the world. So yeah, this is not for everybody. It's just my personal thing. I prefer active learning versus passive learning, but it's just something that I think it's really important to think about, and just to understand how your brain works a little better and what works best for you. By the way, this is really scary. All right, here's the time lapse we just recorded. Hope it came out good. Alright, the first thing that we need to do is mix the beat, because we just made the beat and then recorded the vocals on top, but I never actually mixed it. So let's mix the beat real quick. Let's mix these vocals a little bit.
I've been through that shit, but I've been homies always vibing, cause my niggas win. Always, I've been real.
Whew, that's so fire. Alright, that's it for now. Peace. Oh yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and go check out the full snippet.
Say that I've been through that shit, but I've been homies always vibing, cause my niggas win.